In this video, I'm going to show you how to fold an origami standing dog called Down Boy, designed by Paul Frasco. Diagrams can be found in Creased magazine issue number 5 on page 27. Do also check out Paul's website refold.com, which includes diagrams and instructional videos for some of his other work. Now, this model I folded from a square sheet of paper with a side length of 15 centimeters or 6 inches, and the dog, when standing, then is about 8.25 centimeters high, or 3 1/4 of an inch. It is about 5.5 centimeters or 2 1/8 of an inch wide, and it is about 2 centimeters or 3/4 of an inch deep. Now let's start with the color side up and crease the diagonal. Unfold, and then we're going to pinch the center by bringing point to point, and then bring the corner to that pinch mark and pinch again. And then we're going to bring that corner to the pinch mark and crease. Unfold, flip over the paper, and now we're going to rotate it so that we have that folded in corner below, and then we're going to bring this point to that point over there and make a horizontal crease. Unfold, rotate, and then repeat on this side. Now we can fold both of these sections in at the same time, just like that, and then we're going to fold in this area. Now we're going to take this lower edge and fold it to that central crease. Just going to rotate this a little. And same thing on the other side. Then unfold and fold inside, going along the creases we just created. That's one side, and the other just pushing in that paper, and it will naturally go along those creases. There we go. Then we're going to fold this over to one side, and I'll zoom out again. Now we're going to do some rabbit ears, first on this side, then on that side. So I'm just going to rotate this. I'm going to bring this edge to that central diagonal crease and try to not have those two layers of paper drift too much. So I'm kind of holding on to this so that they don't slide. And then we don't actually have to crease all the way through, but I'll go up to around here. Unfold, and then take this edge, bring it to the central crease, and again crease, and then you'll want to have those two creases intersect, and they meet right here. And you might have to extend this crease in case you didn't crease far enough. Now we're going to make a crease from this point up to that intersection. I like to do this in the air actually, so we're going to align these two edges. Can see that they're nicely aligned, and then I'm just going to pinch until we reach that intersection. And once we have that, we can fold in one side, fold in the other side, fold it over to the side, make a crease line, then we're going to flip this over, make another crease line so the crease line is visible on both sides. And then we're going to rotate and repeat that step. First we're going to bring those small layers over so they're not in the way. And then again pre-crease. First one side. Then the other side. Then, if you don't want to fold in the air, having it lie on the table, aligning the two edges, going up to that intersection, and then again bring in both sides and fold to one side, crease, and the other side and crease. There we go. Let's bring them both to the same side and then fold in half lengthwise along an existing crease. Then we're going to rotate this so that, we have the head on the left, and then we're going to take one of these flaps and align the edge with the crease line. Like this. Then we're just going to take a single layer and pull it out, leaving that flap folded, and then push flat. And then we can take that top edge and align it with the lower edge. And crease. Unfold, and now repeat on the other side. First, align the edge with that crease line. Then take out a single layer of paper and flatten out. And then take that top edge and fold it down. And crease. Unfold, and now we're going to fold along this raw edge of the paper very tightly. Unfold, and then do an inside reverse fold, pushing that paper inside. Can you see that? Just like that. Next, we're going to go along this crease line here. So we're going to fold this down. We're going to take our finger and really go inside here so that we capture that point here. Can you see that? So I'm just going inside, just pushing that open. And then we're going to fold this down to make a point right here. So I'm kind of rolling that paper up so it goes exactly through that point. There we go. And let's, keep it uncreased in the top, because we're going to flip this over and do the same step again. Folding this down, ensuring that we get that corner straight, and then again go through that point right here to make a crease between this point and that point. And these should nicely match up. There we go. Things are getting quite small, so let's zoom in again. So here you can see you're going through this point right here and right there. And we're just going to unfold that again by pushing it back up, just like that. And then we're going to make a closed sink here. So we want to bring all of the paper inside without separating these two layers. So I'm going to go inside here, holding the two layers together, and then pushing on this point right here. And pushing the paper inside, there will be mountain folds all around here. And these layers, can you see, they're still together because that nicely locks them. And here, let's just be careful. There we go. That's one side, and then the other side. Open up, hold together, push down all of the paper and push together. And then we've got something that looks like this. Next, we're going to take this edge right here and align it with the lower edge. And make a crease. Then we're going to release this paper right here, just pulling it out, and then we're going to push it inside so that we make a mountain fold that starts in this point and goes down vertically. Can you see that? I'm just going to bend this paper into shape This is forming the forelegs. You know, if you wanted a slightly different shape, you can do that. And then I'm going to press it flat to create a small crease in the inside too. And same thing on the other side. First, we're going to crease down. Then we're going to release the paper, and then take all of that paper and make a new crease line along there, making it in the shape you want. And I'm going for very straight legs here. And press flat. Next, we're going to inside reverse fold this area, but we're just going to prepare it. You'll see that there's an extra layer of paper here, quite naturally. So we're going to take that as a reference and then fold down so that the edge we're creating is parallel to this edge. You know, it doesn't have to be 100%, but that's kind of the orientation point. And then crease. Then unfold and make an inside reverse fold, pushing that paper inside along the crease we just created. Next, we're going to take this side. We're going to start a crease right down here where the legs meet the body. And we're going to bring the paper up, and the angle is that you don't align this edge with the leg, but you actually let it overlap a little. And it depends on, you know, the shaping you like. I'm going to go for about halfway in case you want to try and get the same ratios as I am doing. Press because, you know, there's a lot of layers of paper. Unfold and then inside reverse fold. So we've got 4 layers here, and we're going to do the inside reverse fold in the center. So 2 layers on each side. Pushing it in, and I actually don't fold flat the top here because we're going to go back and forth, and I don't think it's worth it. So here you can see I'm about halfway. Now next we're going to make another inside reverse fold, and we're going to go through this point right here. And again, start a point right there. So I'm pressing this down, no pre-creasing this time. I think it's easy enough without one. And just making a crease on one side and the other side. There you go. And then just close it up and press flat. Again, lots of layers of paper. Now we're going to open this up a little. So just, you know, opening it up and flattening it out so that we can concentrate on that section right here. Going to take the tip and bring it to the top like that. And then we're going to fold back the tip. And it's a matter of taste. I'd say you fold it back maybe a third. It's like shaping the mouth. You might also want to do this in the end, but right now it's easier. So I'm just going to open this up and hide that paper inside. Really small. You also don't necessarily have to do this, but I find it makes it just a little nicer. I'm just actually going to unfold this because it makes it a little easier to fold it inside, and easier is better, right? So then we're hiding it inside. There you go, can you see it's hidden inside? And now I'm going to refold those creases. And then we're also going to form the nose by taking that tip and folding it to the other side, folding it behind, seen from this perspective. Then we're going to fold this down, and I like to adjust the angle a little here. So I want to have the head when the dog is standing not leaning back too much. So what I do is I ensure that this edge right here does overlap a little, this section. So it's not kind of a lining with this edge here, but it's overlapping a little. And that just requires a little pressure here. So you can see here, this is kind of the standing dog. You can already see the leg and the forearms. I'm just going to press that over like that. And really, I'm almost going along the edge. And you know, it's up to taste what the exact angle will be. Now we're going to shape the head. So we're going to start with a crease that's perpendicular in a 90-degree angle to this edge. And it basically goes through that point right there. So I'm just pushing this, and I might even open up the model a little. We're going to make a mountain fold, so I'm just going to open this up a little and see that I get a nice 90-degree angle here. You see that that's pretty much perpendicular. And same thing on the other side. And once we've got that started, we can close it up again. Can you see we've got those nice mountain folds there? And then we're going to push the paper over so that you're basically making an angle bisector. And again, it's shaping, so you might want to change those angles a little. There we go. And press flat. Again, really many layers of paper. Now we're going to add 2 creases here to shape the ears. So we're going to actually start with a mountain fold, I think, which is somewhere here. And really, it's the shaping of the ear. So you want to see that you get a nice shape of the ear. So I don't want to start too far out, because I want the ear to be quite narrow in the top. There we go. And then I do want maybe a shape like that. So I'm just going to put that crease inside there, and then put that on the other side too. There you go. And then when you have those mountain folds there, you can push the head inside. Can you see that? And there we're going to make the second creases. So if I push this inside a little, there you go. You can see the shape of the ears, and it's all a matter of taste, of course. So, you know, go with what you feel like. Depends also on what kind of dog you want to fold. Now, this this head is obviously still much too long, so let's shorten it by making a mountain fold. I'm going to make one, well, you know, I want to have a little space down here in the top. There you go. And then push the rest of the paper inside. And again, it really depends on your taste. But what I take as an orientation is, you can see that snout kind of ends here, and I like to push the paper in about that far. There we go. And then you can push that flat. If you want, you can also change the angle of the ears a little at this point. I'm quite happy with this, so I leave it at that. That nose unfolded itself, so let's refold it. There we go. And now let's work on the tail before we finish the model. I'm going to open this up completely and make a crease between these 2 points. Basically, a complete horizontal crease. Pushing that flat and then closed. There we go. And then I'm going to go inside and then make a valley fold along this edge on one side and also on the other. Then you can already see that tail forming. Kind of go for a nice tail shape. Don't push this in too far, because we want to hide the paper. I think I'll go this far. And you have nice pockets here, and you can push the paper inside. And if you fold it in the tail quite a lot, then you might have like a small valley fold forming here, and that's fine, you know, as long as we can hide the paper. There we go. And we're going to pinch this into place a little. We already have creases there, so I'm just going to ensure those are mountain folds on both sides, and then also make small mountain folds there. Kind of have this very nice, friendly tail for the dog. There we go. Maybe put it down a little like that. And then we're going to form the body. We're going to start a mountain fold down here and bring it up. I like to go up to where there is a small diagonal crease right there. And then we're going to make a mountain fold up, and again there is a crease line right here which I like to take as a reference. So I'm going to go along this edge right there, up to that point, and then up to that point right there, to shape the body a little. There we go. Now, as a final step, we're going to pull out that layer. It's going to form the mouth. Pulling it out, can you see that? And then bringing it into a form that you like. You see, it makes him look very friendly. And then you can try and have your dog stand. And for me it stands right away, which is perfect. But sometimes you may find it difficult. And then I find if you just curl up the legs a little here in the back, you kind of change the distribution of weight. And then the dog might stand better. Now for me it's going to slightly be tilting back actually because my weight was okay. But for you that might help. And this is indeed what I did for this dog. Can you see here that slight bending out? And that's why this dog stands. And without that, it didn't stand. So there you go. Your standing dog, down boy, designed by Paul Frasco. It's a beautiful model. I hope you enjoyed this video. And do check out Paul's website, refold.com, for more of his work. Bye bye and happy folding.